You won't believe how many people are ruining their Dolby Atmos soundbars in 2026 without even knowing it. I'm talking about mistakes so common that even premium soundbars like the Sonos Arc, Samsung Q990 series, and JBL Bar 1300 get destroyed by them. Today, I'm exposing the top 5 Dolby Atmos soundbar mistakes that are killing your immersion, your height effects, and your entire Atmos setup. Stay with me, because mistake number 1 is something almost everyone watching this video is doing right now. Hit subscribe, like, and drop a comment for what you want to see next on Interface Craft. Mistake number 1. Buying a Dolby Atmos soundbar with fake or virtual height channels. The biggest trap in 2026 is also the easiest one to fall into. Buying a soundbar that says Dolby Atmos on the box, but doesn't actually have real upward-firing drivers. And this single mistake is the reason thousands of people think Atmos is overrated. It's not Atmos. It's the fake version that brands quietly slip into the budget aisle. Most people fall for it because the packaging looks legit. The marketing is loud. The soundbar claims 3D audio or virtual height effects, and the box even has the Atmos logo printed next to it. But inside the hardware, no dedicated up-firing speakers, no physical drivers angled at the ceiling, no real channel separation. You're basically paying for stretched stereo using DSP tricks. And in a real room, there's no depth, no lift, no overhead presence, just boosted treble pretending to be height. And this mistake hits even harder in 2026 because the real budget Atmos models have gotten much better. Samsung Q700D, LG S75QR, Vizio Elevate Mini 2026 all use up-firing drivers and create true height reflections. So when someone buys a virtual Atmos bar, they're not just losing quality, they're missing what real budget Atmos has become. What makes this painful is the comparison. When you hear a genuine up-firing bar, even a cheap one, the room opens up, dialogue floats, rain sounds above you. Helicopters feel vertical, not just wide. That's the Atmos feeling people expect. And fake height bars cannot deliver it, no matter how aggressive the marketing is. Buyers fall for it because virtual Atmos sound impressive in a store demo for 10 seconds. But in a real living room, on a flat ceiling, at a normal distance, the illusion collapses. It becomes thin, directional, and honestly pretty disappointing. That disappointment is why people say Atmos isn't worth it. But the truth is, they never heard real Atmos. Here's the rule you remember forever. If a soundbar does not have physical up-firing drivers, it is not real Atmos. It is Atmos compatible, meaning it can decode Atmos but cannot reproduce it. And brands love hiding behind that word compatible. And I know the next question, which budget models actually have real up-firing speakers in 2026? Right now, the cleanest performers are Samsung Q700D, LG S75QR, and Vizio Elevate Mini 2026. All legit, all capable, all properly tuned. Stick with them, and you're safe. But the next mistake? It's even bigger, and it destroys Atmos even if you buy the perfect soundbar. Mistake number 2. Wrong room size equals destroyed Atmos performance. This is the mistake nobody talks about, and honestly, it's the reason most Dolby Atmos setups fail before they even start. You could buy the best budget Atmos soundbar of 2026, real up-firing drivers, great tuning, solid power, but if your room size or shape is wrong, Atmos will fall flat. Literally. The truth is simple. Atmos soundbars depend on your room more than any other home theater tech. Up-firing speakers bounce sound off your ceiling, so the distance, angle, height, and even ceiling material all decide how powerful your Atmos effect feels. Most buyers don't know this, and even more don't think it matters. But the moment they install the soundbar in the wrong room, the height effect disappears. The rain doesn't fall from above. The helicopters don't lift. The immersion breaks. Suddenly, your Atmos bar sounds like a regular stereo bar, and you don't even know why. And this is exactly where people get frustrated. They think the bar is weak. They think Atmos is fake. But the real issue is the room, not the soundbar. A low ceiling, 7.5 to 9 feet, with a flat surface is the sweet spot. Put that same bar under a high vaulted ceiling, the sound travels up and never comes back down with strength. And don't even get me started on open-plan living rooms. If one side opens into a kitchen or hallway, your height channels just escape into empty space. Up-firing speakers need boundaries. Without them, the Atmos impact becomes weak and unfocused. This mistake hits gamers hard too. Many place the bar too far forward or too low. For Atmos to work, the angle must be perfect. If the bar can't hit the ceiling at the right point, your entire 3D bubble collapses. Here's the most important part. Room size also decides which Atmos bar you should buy. Small rooms are perfect for Samsung Q700D or LGS 75QR. But larger rooms, 300 to 350 square feet, need something stronger like the JBL Bar 1000 or the new Vizio P Series Atmos model. And let's be honest, most people use a soundbar in the wrong type of room. Outdoor patios, huge open living rooms, tiny bedrooms with angled ceilings. Each one kills Atmos in a different way. But here's the good news. You can fix this mistake without buying anything new. Move the bar slightly closer to the wall. Adjust the distance from the TV stand. Add a soft rug. Use walls to create reflections. Even small changes can dramatically boost your height effect. And if your ceiling is too high or angled, don't rely only on front up-firing drivers. Choose a bar with rear up-firing speakers, like the LG S75QR or Samsung Q930D, so your room has multiple reflection points. Because here's the secret, Atmos isn't bad in your room. It just needs the right conditions to shine. Mistake number 3, choosing virtual Atmos instead of real Atmos drivers. This is the mistake that quietly ruins more home theater setups than anything else. And the worst part? You don't even realize you made it until months later, when you finally hear real Atmos and think, why doesn't yours sound like that? Because here's the brutal truth. Most budget Atmos soundbars in 2026 still rely on virtual processing, not real height speakers. They trick your ears with software, bouncing phase-shifted audio to make it feel like it's coming from above. But it's not. It's just clever math, not real 3D sound. And buyers fall for this every single day because brands market it beautifully. They slap the Dolby Atmos logo on the box. They show CGI, sound waves floating overhead. They label it 3D surround, vertical sound engine, immersive mode, psychoacoustic height. It all sounds premium until you hear it at home. This is where disappointment hits the hardest. Virtual Atmos can widen the soundstage and add a slight lift to vocals. But it cannot create true overhead motion. It can't push sound upward. It can't give you that spine-tingling moment when a plane flies above in Top Gun, Maverick, or when rain feels like it's falling from your ceiling. And this is why so many buyers think Atmos is overrated, because they never heard the real thing. Now imagine this. You buy a virtual Atmos bar for a large room. Everything sounds flat. No lift. No height. You crank the volume, change EQ modes, tweak presets. Nothing works. The problem isn't your setup. It's the soundbar. Without physical up-firing drivers, real Atmos simply cannot exist. Here's the difference in simple words. Virtual Atmos equals imaginary sound above your head. Real Atmos equals actual speakers firing toward your ceiling. The moment you understand this difference, your entire buying strategy changes. Physical up-firing drivers matter. Angles matter. Wattage matters. Room boundaries matter. And this is why certain budget soundbars dominate 2026. Models like the Vizio M Series M512E, Samsung Q700D, and LG S75QR actually include real height drivers, not DSP tricks. These bars deliver true lift, true overhead presence, and a real 3D bubble that fills your room. But many people still buy something like the Sony HD-F or older Bose entry models, thinking it says Atmos, so it must be good. No, it just says Atmos. And that's the trap. Here's the painful part. Virtual Atmos gets worse at high volume. The processing falls apart. The sound becomes unfocused. Real height drivers get better as volume increases. They scale with the room. Virtual Atmos collapses under pressure. If you're watching Marvel movies gaming on PS5, or playing immersive titles like Cyberpunk 2077 or Hogwarts Legacy. Virtual height modes won't cut it. You need physical drivers. So how do you fix this mistake? Simple. Always choose a bar with real up-firing speakers, or a bar with rear height channels. Even on a budget, this one decision transforms your entire home theater. Because the moment you hear real Atmos, even on an affordable bar, you'll realize everything before it was just a simulation. Mistake number 4, putting a great Atmos soundbar in the wrong room. This mistake destroys even the most expensive setups. And the crazy part is, people don't even know it's happening. They buy a solid Dolby Atmos soundbar, plug it in, play a movie, and then wonder why everything sounds flat, dull, or strangely quiet. They blame the brand, blame the bar, blame the subwoofer. But the real problem is the room itself. Here's the truth no one tells budget buyers. Dolby Atmos is not magic. It needs the right room to breathe. You could own a bar with perfect up-firing drivers, strong wattage, and a great sub, but if your room layout is wrong, the height effects collapse. Let me paint a picture. Imagine you place an Atmos soundbar in a room with a super high ceiling. Those up-firing speakers shoot sound upward, and the audio keeps going. It never reflects, never returns, never creates that overhead bubble. You turn the volume up, but the height disappears into the empty space. It's not the bar's fault. It's physics. Or take the opposite situation, a low ceiling with thick texture or a weird slanted angle. Instead of bouncing precisely above your head, the sound reflects to the wrong spot, hits a sidewall, or gets absorbed. Suddenly, the overhead effects feel like they're coming from behind you or nowhere at all. Again, you blame the soundbar, but the room is silently sabotaging everything. And let's not forget the most common problem, big open concept rooms. This is the silent killer of budget Atmos systems. You place your couch near an open kitchen or hallway. The bar fires sound up, reflections spread outward, and half the audio escapes into open space. You lose height, you lose impact, you lose immersion, all because the room cannot contain the sound. This is why so many people say, Atmos doesn't work for me. Because they aren't testing Atmos, they're testing their room. How to fix this mistake? First, match your soundbar to your room size. Small room? Models like Vizio M Series, TCL Ray-Dans, LG S80QR create strong height effects because reflections stay controlled. Medium-sized living rooms? Samsung Q700D, LG S75QR, Sony HT. A3000 with rears are perfect because their drivers are strong enough to carry height without losing focus. Large rooms? You need bigger upward drivers or rear speakers with dedicated height channels. Systems like Q990D, JBL Bar 1300X, Sony A7000 with 80K rears, LG S95TR become essential, not just nice to have. Second, understand placement. Soundbar should sit directly under the TV. Couch should be centered if possible. Up-firing drivers need a flat ceiling between 7 and 10 feet high. Avoid placing the bar too far forward or too close to the wall. Height beams hit the wrong point and scatter. Third, be realistic with expectations. If your ceiling is too high or slanted, choose a bar with rear speakers including up-firing height drivers. They don't rely solely on ceiling reflections. The sound comes from behind and above, creating a reliable Atmos bubble even in tricky spaces. And this is where most people go wrong. They spend money on the right soundbar, but put it in the wrong environment, and the experience falls apart. Mistakes number 5. The most expensive mistake buyers make. Premium trap of 2026. There's one mistake in the Dolby Atmos world that's bigger, costlier, and more damaging than all the others combined. It's the mistake that pushes buyers to waste $800, $1,200, sometimes even $2,000 on a soundbar that never performs the way they imagined. I see it over and over, and honestly, it hurts to watch. People believe that buying a premium Atmos soundbar automatically guarantees premium performance. But in 2026, that is not true anymore. The Dolby Atmos market has changed. Prices have changed. Feature sets have changed. And the biggest mistake buyers make today is assuming the most expensive soundbar automatically delivers the best surround sound. It never works like that. Most premium bars today pack features that look impressive on paper but fall apart in real rooms. Features like AI upmixing, virtual height expansion, adaptive processing, and 3D sound modes can sound incredible in marketing, but weak, flat, and artificial in real-world playback. Buyers see a premium bar for $1,499 and assume it'll beat the $899 model. But in 2026, many premium models are built around software tricks, not hardware power. They skip real, up-firing drivers, downgrade subwoofer size, soften mid-bass, or rely heavily on virtual upward projection that fails in medium or large rooms. This is where people lose the most money. They pay for top-tier Atmos but never get real height, depth, or cinematic space. The worst part? Room layouts exaggerate the problem. Low ceiling? Height effects collapse. Wide room? Surround layers disappear. Wireless latency? Rear timing drifts. Weak subwoofer? Impact dies instantly. Buyers spend more, but enjoy less, simply because the room doesn't match the technology they paid for. This is the silent killer of Atmos setups in 2026. The real solution. It's not about buying the most expensive bar. It's about buying the right architecture for your room. Low ceilings. Choose strong beamforming rather than soft upward projection. Large living rooms. Prioritize bars with dedicated rear speakers, not virtual surrounds. Real Atmos height. Pick bars with up-firing drivers and true amplification, not digital simulations. Tight budget. Avoid paying extra for features that don't work in your space. Atmos is only as good as the room that receives it. And stay with me, because the next mistake is even more surprising. It's the one almost no one talks about, and yet it destroys the performance of even the best Dolby Atmos soundbars ever made. If this is helping you, hit like and subscribe, because what comes next is even more important.